তাত আছে তাতে এই তাতে রাখা আছে
Good afternoon. It is our greatest honor and privilege to invite the vice presidential candidate of the opposition parties, Justice Sudarshan Reddy ji, to Assam. Justice Sudarshan Reddy ji, as you well know, is familiar with Assam, having served here as the former Chief Justice of the Guwahati High Court. During his tenure in the Supreme Court, he has been part of landmark judgments both in the UPA and the NDA era. Most recently, he has played a pivotal role in the caste census exercise that has been conducted by the government of Telangana. An eminent personality, jurist, and a humanitarian at heart. It is with pride that we put forward the candidature of Justice Reddy Garuji, and we are deeply grateful that in the midst of his hectic schedule, he has taken time to come to Guwahati today. Previously, he has visited Jharkhand, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, and he has a Uttar Pradesh also, and he has a busy schedule ahead. He has to take a flight later to Delhi, so I would not like to take too much time. But at the same time, as you can see on the dais, I am grateful to be joined on this table by our colleagues from the Parliament, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Starting from my extreme right, we have Shri Ajit Bhuiyan ji, Member Rajya Sabha, Shri Alfred Athar ji, Member of Parliament from Manipur Lok Sabha, Shri Debabrata Saikia ji, CLP, Assam. On my left, Shri Pradyut Bodloi ji, MP Lok Sabha. On his left, Shri Rakibul Hussain ji, MP Lok Sabha. To his left, Dr. Mallu Ravi ji, MP Lok Sabha from Telangana. And Shri X. Jamir ji, MP Lok Sabha from the state of Nagaland. And we have Anil Yadav ji, Rajya Sabha MP from the state of Telangana. So, if it is all right, Justice Reddy ji, Garu ji, the members of press are here. I would just request you to make your opening statement, and after that we will take questions. We are also joined by the MLAs of the Assam Legislative Assembly. And again, thank you to the members of the press, and if there are any teachers who are here also, happy Teachers Day to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Gaurav Gogoi ji. You have many of us. You are not only Member of Parliament, but also a Deputy Leader in the House of your party. And also you are the PCC President here. More than anything, my contact. Shri Pradyut Bordalai, Member of Parliament in Lok Sabha. Rakibul Hussain, Member of Parliament in Lok Sabha. Mr. Jamil, MP Lok Sabha. Bimal Akoijan, Member Parliament Lok Sabha. Alfred Arthur, MP Lok Sabha. Ajit Bhuya, Member of Parliament from the upper house, that is Rajya Sabha. Then Sangmaji, MP Lok Sabha. Devabrat Saikia, CLP leader of Assam. And friends from my state, both of them are distinguished parliamentarians. Dr. Madhu Ravi ji, Member Lok Sabha, and Shri Anil Kumar Yadav ji, Member Rajya Sabha. Distinguished members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished members of the Legislative Assembly, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first say pranam to this dharti of Ma Kamakhya and the mighty Brahmaputra. I used to visit Ma Kamakhya every week at least once when I was the Chief Justice of the High Court here for about a year. And at that time, there was only one High Court, that is Guwahati High Court. I must mention, since Gaurav is sitting by my right side, that had an excellent relationship with Shri Tarun Gogoi ji, who was the Chief Minister at the time, and together we tried to do something, some positive things concerning the infrastructure, manpower, etc., which are the essential requirements to render justice. I still remember those days. Therefore, it is something like coming back to your once karma bhumi. And what shall I say? What a wonderful day it is. I stand before you on my karma bhumi and on a Teachers' Day, 5th September 2025. Teachers' Day, because of Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, he himself was a philosopher, statesman, and teacher. He was the first Vice President of India. I am the chairman of Rajya Sabha and rendered Roman services to this nation. And I feel so great and honored that I stand here before you on this auspicious day. All of you know that initially my candidature has been sponsored by India Bloc Gathbandhan. Within a day or two, one particular major political party which is not part of India Gathbandhan, that is Aam Aadmi Party, through its president Shri Kejriwal, was kind enough to extend its unconditional support for my candidature. Likewise, some small parties and some honorable independent members have also promised to extend their support. Therefore, I stand before you as the candidate on behalf of the opposition parties. If there are any questions, I am willing to take and try to or make an attempt to answer them. And somebody would moderate, perhaps Gaurav will moderate. Please give your name and the name of the house or organization which you represent. Thank you.
Thank you. ANI,
Sir, my name is Hemantanath from the A9. My question is that if you see the numbers in the vote Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, the NDA's numbers is more than the opposition's. But the opposition has said that support of that more than 60% population across the country. How do you see it is your winning this votes from these numbers only, because the opposition has less number of compared to the NDA's numbers? And the second one is what is your opinion about this the functioning of the current ECI?
That's not an incidental question. That is very significant question, the second one. You have mixed both of them, I don't know. I have given a detailed interview to ANI, you must have seen it. Very, very detailed interview. Anyhow, since you were talking about the numbers, I should recall the constitutional processes to elect the Vice President of India. The Electoral College consists of members of the Parliament, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Political parties' headcount is not there, they are not part of the Electoral College. And no political party can issue any whip, direct any of its members as to what manner they have to exercise their franchise. Therefore, the response which I get from the honorable members of the Parliament, friends from media, civil society, intellectual community, writers, thinkers, outstanding personalities from the field of culture, I think I am assured of my victory. Therefore, I am not willing to enter into this NDA count and India Bloc count. That may not be really relevant. Thank you. Anything else? Oh, you said about the election commission. That's a very important question. I do not know how much time we have at our disposal, subject to what Gauraji would say. I will take this question, my money, since he has one or two more questions. Yes, why not? Sir, ENI का तो होना था, फिर देखते हैं. ECI. Election Commission of India is a highly placed, autonomous, constitutional instrument entrusted with the duty to hold and conduct free and fair elections in this country. I am aware what the Election Commission of India now frequently refers to. That is the judgment rendered by the Supreme Court in the year 1978 by none other than the great jurist, Mr. Krishna Iyer, who is not in our midst now. He said Election Commission has the reservoir of power. But they conveniently refer only to that part of the judgment, sentence. Reservoir of the power to conduct free and fair elections. That statement was in the context of somebody challenged that the Election Commission has no power in this regard because it is not spoken to by the Constitution, by the rules or the statutes. It is in that context the Supreme Court said, apart from this, it has the reservoir of power. But you can't take the first part and ignore the second part. Second thing, it would be appropriate because Assam is one place where this issue should be talked about. There is a saying, many of you may be aware, that the people of India first became voters and later as citizens. Now you are topsy-turvy both things. Why such a statement was made? Even while the proceedings in the Constituent Assembly were going on, preparation of the draft electoral rolls began by the Secretariat of the Constituent Assembly as early as September 1947. That means immediately after a month or 20 days when this country gained freedom. What were those days, please tell me? No roads, no communications, no trains, no aircrafts. Still they have been able to enroll 173 million people as the voters. 78% of them never knew what vote is because they didn't have the property. They didn't have the identification. No estates, no jamins, no offices. Because you know, during the colonial rule, only these people were entitled to vote, limited to. Second most important thing I must tell you, for the first time this discussion of electoral rolls, universal adult suffrage, came before the Constitution only after sometime in 1948, and by the time the electoral rolls were ready. This is the story. And one-man army, Sukumar Sen, I don't know where he is, he could do this wonder. Women were not willing to disclose their names, much less the names of their husbands. No date of birth, no education certificate. It's a very complex question you have asked, therefore I am answering. Particularly the people of Assam should know this. There were no house numbers. Election Commission undertook the task of assigning numbers to the houses. They started from northeast, very interestingly, and end in the southwest. So this is the exercise and story behind universal adult suffrage. One more statement I would make and leave the matter there, because I'm not holding a seminar on universal adult suffrage. This was an integral part of the slogan in Azadi Ka Andolan. 1928, Motilal Nehru Committee, appointed by all party conference, drafted the constitution, which provided for universal adult suffrage. Prior to that, when Baba Saheb came from abroad, he made a presentation before South Borough Committee, pleading for universal adult suffrage. In the height of those differences between Mahatma and Baba Saheb, on one aspect, in the third round table conference, both of them have agreed that yes, universal adult suffrage is going to be our story, and we will provide and ensure that every citizen of this country will be able to participate. Therefore, I believe that there should be no design, no pre-designed map to exclude any individual or group of individuals in the name of caste, community, religion, creed, sex, or race. All of you are informed citizens of this country. Have you ever studied the electoral roll? That's the only document which doesn't talk about the caste and community and religion. This is the importance of the electoral roll. And this is the task assigned to Election Commission of India. I wish not to make any further comments for the simple reason that the matter is still seized and under the discussion before the Honorable Supreme Court of India, and it would be imprudent on my part to make any further comment as to how the whole discourse is going to be shared. Thank you for asking this question.
You have a question from? I think so. Thank you, Justice.
Thank you, Justice Reddy Garoji, and thank you to the members of the press fraternity for coming here. It is a very important platform for Assam, because in a short span of time, Justice Reddy Garoji will not be able to go to all the states, but I'm glad that he has chosen to make a small stop in Assam. He has a flight later to Guwahati. Prior to his flight, he will be meeting the members of Parliament, both from Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, for a short cup of tea, and therefore we will officially close the press conference at this moment. Thank you very much.